Greetings, all who roam this world. We are the Quest Bros, and welcome to another
Greetings,
vlog.
all who roam this world. We are the Quest Bros.
Too late on that one.
We're going to Indiana again. But it's time. He's not even pointing it at me. We're going to WeebCon.
It's time.
We're going to WeebCon, and for the first time in a very long time, we have all. Oh, that's just Matt's dick.
Wow, that pointing is terrible.
Technically 6 if we count Matt's dick. Yeah. The gang's all here.
Gang's all here.
Yeah. And we're about to hit the road. We got 4.5 hours.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Let's hope it doesn't become 7 like last
So
time.
There's
no wood for me to knock.
We gotta, I don't know where we're traveling through, if we're going through Chicago or not, but we'll figure it out.
God help us.
We'll probably do check-ins like every hour to do something. I don't know.
Every hour?
Every hour.
That's 4 check-ins.
Good job. Well, fancy meeting you here.
We didn't do a single update for 3 hours.
We were in the middle of a meeting.
Know.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
There's lights back there? Yeah.
Yes, okay, you can see Matt. Okay, there we go. Michael's out in the dark. Michael is just a cryptid in the night.
He's who he resides in the dark.
We did our like quarter to. Yeah, you can get it. Yeah, hang on. Where's the there? We did like we've been trying to do like quarterly meetings this year. So we were like, hey, we're stuck in the car for 5 hours. This is the only chance. Might as well. Like, it's gonna burn some time. We only have an hour and a half left now. We did stop for dinner. What is this haze out there? I'm not sure if the camera.
That's like Children of the Corn haze.
There's construction, so everything is one lane.
Is that the Canada virus haze?
We're in Indiana.
Yeah.
It's not still going, is it?
No, there's new ones.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's a new fire.
Last year, this was the case when Canada was on fire.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
The city I work in was yellow.
Like there's new ones that happened.
Yeah. But so yeah, this is the drive. As you can see, we can't. We can't. We literally cannot. There really is not. There's nothing to go on. I mean, we had a good meeting. We could discuss a lot of things for the future and the current.
Dark as hell.
Look out for things when they happen. But yes, that's all. That's all I have to say. Yeah, just keep an eye on the Discord, and if you're not already in the Discord, get in the Discord. Yeah. Hop in the Discord. Follow us on Instagram too. Yes, that too. Well, we'll see you when we get out of this nightmare zone. When we get to the hotel. Probably when we're at the hotel, yeah. Okay, so we're now in Indianapolis. We are currently waiting for Anthony and Dan to go back. I miss them already. How are you feeling, Michael?
Fine. Long car ride, but you know, we're here. We got here relatively, you know, uneventfully, which is always a good thing, you know.
I don't know what's going on.
We weren't super delayed by traffic. Yeah, there's something like
there's some kind of concert.
Yeah, some event or something going on nearby that there's a ton of people exiting for. So had a little bit of a challenge getting in here. But yeah, I don't know.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling it.
You're feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's not feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Shh. So we're just waiting from the boss man, see what do.
Basically.
Oh, hey, there's that stretch limo that blocked our path, so we couldn't go anywhere.
I was just thinking about the stretch limo.
We will see you when we are in the room in 5 hours. And we are in the hotel.
Winner, it's me.
It is a very nice hotel.
Yes, extremely. These elevators are whisper quiet, soundproof.
Yeah.
And it,
like, you can't hear anything.
there's like a slight rumble.
There's like no movement happening in this camera. I'm not like...
The acceleration is so soft.
The landing, very soft. So we just brought half of the stuff up to the room. We're about to bring the other stuff. It's about to be very loud. All right, so we made it through that. I parked the car. I found a good spot. It took me a while because the car's bigger. I'm borrowing my mom's car, but we made it.
That was
we got us. Remember the elevators? So what we're doing now is we're gonna go check out where the con is going to be because it is taking place in this hotel for half of it. It is on the 2nd floor. This goes all the way up to 22, and then there's a second set of elevators that go even higher.
Even further beyond.
Even further beyond.
Even further beyond.
Plus Ultra.
And we're there.
Okay, we need to pose for the thumbnail. Okay, cool. That's at least the day 0 thumbnail. If this becomes, no, it probably won't be its own thing because this won't be long. So first, I want to show you guys this ice room.
The what?
The ice room. But then also, you know, the microwaves.
This one's like to be rich.
Apparently.
I'm a little upset that they're not the same microwave.
Bags for the ice?
They're all 3 different microwaves.
There were people in here when we came in. Oh, this looks like nice ice. Shoot, like, this is what it's like to be nice.
That's how they get you.
Himalayan ice.
So you can make a Marriott, though they don't have free internet here, but you can make an account here to join like their membership program. It's completely free, then you get free internet.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it though. They don't want kids running around in here.
Dog, this should just be everywhere now. Now that I'm an adult.
Yeah. Fuck them kids. I mean, wait. Okay, oh, hold on. So, this is the center. I have to double check if it's the White River Ballroom or if it's the JW Grand Ballroom. I think it's the JW Grand, and our panel are we're the main, which is this one. Like the Artist Alley is in here, like Maid Cafes, these 2, and then there's something here and something there. I'm pretty sure we're on to the 3rd, so let's double check quick before we go anywhere.
Hi, we're back. I'm in darkness again. There was a warning on the escalator before we got on that says be careful of long loose garments because it may get stuck on the escalator. A lot of people wear it right there, which is really nice because you don't see that a lot.
It must happen often here.
I guess,
especially if it's people are dressing. Yeah.
What are you talking about? There's some places success.
I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not.
I have.
Okay.
At least he's honest.
So.
Here we go. Here's more cities.
Oh, okay. So
Projectors.
they got projectors. They'll put stuff on the wall.
Oh.
So here.
See Goku fighting Vegeta in like a beam struggle like that.
So the Maid Cafe.
Money for posters and shit.
The cosplay meetups. The performance stage. Jared's getting the first sip of water.
Dude,
Jared, give us the water review.
How crisp is your water?
Will you please have a water?
Excellent mouthfeel. Very crisp. Very fresh.
Aerate.
All right, everyone's
Jesus,
getting water.
Matt.
I'm gonna try
With the hands of a... I'm not gonna finish that.
Aftertaste, a little bit like
really
melted
start
ice.
though.
You know that feeling?
Yeah, it's fine.
Where it tastes sort of like freezer burn. Right, so this is the performance stage over here. This is the 2nd stage. So this is like, we were told, originally our Saturday show was going to be here. It's a performance stage. 2. It is pitch black and locked.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But hey, we're here. I'm sure these other rooms would be open too, but hey, let's go at least to the other side, which is where everything is going to be. So we're gonna come around the corner. It's gonna be where all of the, kind of like the main entrance, everything is, where it will be like all of Artist Alley.
A little setup in the hotel. Like
No, this is their main ballroom, split into 3 sections.
Well, it's that ballroom.
And then there's still the convention center. Oh yeah.
It really opened up.
Very much opened up. Yeah, so look at all this seating. Artist Alley will be through.
So this is where all the seating is.
Look at all this chair.
It doesn't look like anything is even set up in there. And that's supposed to be the Artist Alley. You'd think there would be a lot of things set up in there, but there's nothing set up.
I wonder if they're gonna do a lot of that setup in the morning.
Oh, I know. Never mind. I see things now. Now there's a lot more stuff set up.
God, yeah.
Stuff set up in there.
Yeah, of course there's stuff.
Well, through that door. So the first door I looked through, I couldn't see much.
If you look at through 5, you can. Or
They're all
they're all 5.
He's like 5.
Honestly, kind of easier to see the whole
like this.
Oh.
Oddly enough. this is all done. You don't see anybody like bustling around. It's already set.
You can kind of see.
Like they're most likely.
This one's also dirty.
Almost any of this by tomorrow. They're probably going to do very little.
I see someone moving around back there. Yeah, because I'm sure it's probably not open until like 10 tomorrow, so people are probably going to be here at like 6.
Yeah.
We got 4 hours to finish things up. And now, main events, where we will be dining tomorrow and Saturday evening. This, like, actually, it's today, technically.
Like, kind of persona.
Main event.
Today already?
It is today. It is midnight.
It is today.
It is.
It is today.
We're in a different time zone, Matthew.
I know we are.
All right, here it is. I'm assuming. Ooh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Don't not touch it.
Don't do it, Matt. Don't do it.
Matt, we've had an experience with you touching those buttons before, and it was our first recorded event.
Okay, I'm trying to judge the size of the room. The room is...
It's longer but not wider.
Yeah, it's longer but not wider. We just want to see our room.
Hey, do you guys know how to play Mango
Don't do it now.
Just a yes or no will suffice. Don't actually play.
Dan's gonna actually play
Dan knows like the beginning knows. I taught him.
He's going to. He's gonna do it.
I haven't done it in years though.
Well, be careful because there's staff here. Yeah.
No, it's not a good idea.
I don't know you guys.
All right. We're gonna get kicked out before we even start.
I'm dressed like a responsible business adult, as you can see by my responsible business attire. Fortune favors the bold and the brave.
Oh, the doors don't go far enough. You can barely see. There is like a screen. You guys can't see shit. That dude did not have a shirt on. Yeah, no, I'm sure, but like, I don't think he's gonna yell at us anyway. It's not like we're causing him or anything.
I think it will be.
So yeah, if you look through the far people, you'll get a better idea.
The far people.
Restrooms are available on the second floor. Okay, there's no restrooms on this floor.
This is the second floor.
That is true. So yeah, look through this one.
At least I thought it was. We did go up an escalator, now that I think about it.
Yeah. All right, we never do an outro, so I figured, hey,
Alright, boys.
let's do an outro.
Bye.
Pull your wieners out, boys. We're doing a vlog.
If I must.
Okay, and welcome back, everyone. We are now in the hotel room.
I like how you did that. All of that's gonna stay in.
I know.
He ain't editing shit.
I know.
We're cutting out diddly diddle.
It is technically tomorrow already. We forgot that there's an hour change, a time change.
Yeah.
So we're technically on Eastern time now, even though we're still in the Midwest, which doesn't make any fucking sense.
This is why Indiana and Ohio do not belong in the Midwest.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a lay of the land as you saw us explore. It's kind of interesting. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I'm excited, especially excited to see the convention center side. Also got to figure out where the fuck we got to pick up our badges and everything like that.
Yes.
But yeah, now it is bedtime,
Yes,
and let's.
we're all very tired.
Yeah, we're tired. There's a lot of driving, and let's figure out what time. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Greetings, all who roam this world. It is now Friday.
You look so dead.
It is Friday, my dudes.
It is Friday, my dudes.
We're cutting up the handouts for the event. We're waking up. We're about to eat some Pop-Tarts. We went to the Sam's Club. We got hella Pop-Tarts, hella granola bars, some chips, tons of water, some Powerades. We got some ranch chicken and biscuits. These are so good. We got some candies. We're loaded. We got PB&Js. We got oranges. It's gonna be a good, nutritional weekend. Maybe.
Breakfast of champions right here.
We will not go hungry at the least. Oh yeah.
Says you. Starve self.
So we're getting ready. We're gonna go pick up some badges,
soon, eventually. I don't know. It's open now, but con doesn't really start until like noon 1, something like that. You can wear your Ask Me About shirt. So yeah, let's get ready to rumble.
And we are off.
To save the wizard.
To save the wizard?
Yeah.
I guess we're saving the wizard.
We're gonna go pick up our tickets, and then we're gonna visit some people. Hopefully, maybe.
Yes. We're just waiting for the extremely fast elevators to get here. There it is. All right, we got our badges. Matt has his because he's a special boy. He's not panelizing. And yes, that is the verbiage. I don't care what people say. No, I made that up. But yeah, we are just meandering around now. We're gonna figure out our panel stuff later, but for now we're just kind of in the emptiness, the big empty.
Because I don't
For those of you who have played
doesn't open until for like
New Vegas. Yes, we have reached the end of the hall. All right,
I don't think it's gonna change much.
now let's go do panel stuff. How you feeling, bud?
I think it's just anxiety because I'm like shaking, but like inside, like excited shaking. Slightly cold.
You've got the Chihuahua shakes.
Yeah.
You just need to do some walking around, get your energy back up.
Especially I think once we start talking and doing things.
Yes. But we're heading back to the other hotel, or no, the same hotel.
Yeah, same.
And then we're gonna figure this out. All right, we are in the main event room. It is a long boy, very long. Like, holy crap.
6 times 4, 24 times 25.
I'm not doing that math.
Like 200 something.
200.
That doesn't seem right?
It's supposed to be 500.
It's 24 times 27. Oh, 600.
600. 600. Ah. Don't do that. Okay.
That's what I got. Second biggest.
No, I was just crunching it as well.
He was confirming your numbers.
Trust me.
On Saturday, but
It's a grid.
This guy doesn't trust me.
The layout's not.
Okay, we're already reaching turmoil for stupid reasons, and it's not even like one.
for us, think about placement for your camera. That's not right.
He's gone. Like you can barely see him on the GoPro anymore. He's so far. This room is too big.
No, this room is exactly the right size. Like this is exactly the kind of room where it's like if it was larger than this, we'd have.
I would have
like,
just preferred it to be wider and short.
correct.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I meant by it's too big. It's too big.
It's too long.
Too long.
Yeah, I feel bad for those in the back.
I mean, they'll hear it. They will probably
Also-
not be able to
Yeah.
see it.
Oh, that's why those aren't on things.
Yeah, so you can walk around more easily.
Yeah.
They're for us. No, they don't even reach.
No,
Yeah, well,
they're
I mean, if you move that bundle.
Those are for the people up on podium.
No, yeah, they're not gonna go too long.
No, they're not. They're hooked up like this.
Yeah, Michael, you and I are definitely gonna have to jog when we do the selection.
Well, if this is
Yeah.
so, I mean, if anything, no, these might be the expansions for these for
What
later.
I'm thinking
Could be.
in regards to that,
They probably
is
just
we'll
have- that's
probably
probably why
start
they just
from
have
back
for now.
going
Work.
front.
Fair enough.
Huh?
And
No, they don't.
Yeah, they don't mess with anything up.
we're gonna do the same thing. I don't know. I think we'll swap it up this time. Last time I had you pick 3, me pick 2. Was
You
the
wanna-
attempt?
So
I'll
this
pick
time,
3.
honestly, we could probably do 3 and 3.
You want
3 and
pick
3?
Might as well. There's a lot of people.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, we have the time for it. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, if we got 2 hours, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, sure. 3 and 3.
Figure out the layout.
All right. But yeah, this is the room. You'll be seeing this in our videos.
All right, so we're checking out the rest of the like kind of panel rooms, everything. It's so great to see how far we've come because these are the panel rooms that they're offering. That's it. Woo! And it's great. This is a great size for beginner panels. Not for us. You know how big we can attend. Don't do it. Yeah.
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah, here we also got like handouts for it too, so you don't forget the info on it. But yeah, we'll be in the main ballroom or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, no, I saw something about D&D on it, and I know how to tell the difference.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good time. It's a
I'm
great
definitely
time.
gonna have to swing by.
For sure. We'll see you there then.
I do want to point out the numbers. That Anime Magic was our worst show, smallest attendance,
Worst time.
like just the worst in general.
We were just in
That we would have filled that room,
Yeah.
even at Anime Magic, which is actually nuts to think about. Our attendance would have filled that room, even at our worst show.
Yeah.
that good.
I was just like, that's very, what's the word?
Telling
Cocky?
No, not no. It's like
how all three of us-
alleviating or something.
For me, it's hilarious. That's a super tiny room.
But no,
I don't know. It
it's
makes
humbling.
me feel humbling.
Yeah.
It makes me feel really good that like, okay, so like, even at our worst, we could still have done an.
We're still doing really
We
good.
could have still done something really good in like a small panelist room.
Yeah. And now here we are at the main stage, 600 seats. What a time.
Yeah,
600
talk
seats.
about humbling.
Yeah.
Okay, go back in that room.
Yeah.
Think about where we came from.
So yeah, no, this is besides the one time that we were at Fan Expo and got the big ballroom kind of by just like on a whim because it was the only room left.
Yeah, total fluke, by the way. Just because another main event canceled.
Yeah, and we wanted another show. Sorry, that was just another voice actor just sitting there eating. That was another voice actor just sitting there eating.
I saw. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, he's just sitting there eating.
Well, this is kind of where they're hanging out.
No,
you know.
this is like the third
All
voice
of
actor
us
that
are
we just
basically
walked
in
by.
this hotel.
Yeah, it's like the third or fourth person, like voice actor that we've just walked by.
I mean, there was like
Hi.
Japanese voice actors that were just
That was Rick Hines.
Was it?
That was Rick Hines.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Just everyone is just here.
this again.
It's like, there's celebrities just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
They're just out in the wild, and we didn't even notice until like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, Anthony keeps pointing them out, and I'm like,
Where
you
are
know
the
what? That
four?
person looks way too dressed up to not be like.
They look way too fancy.
Yeah, they would look way too fancy to just be a random congoer, and it's like, oh yeah, that's a voice actor. Oh, okay.
Because also like just seeing like an older adult by themselves. Like we're adults, but like, yeah, but like we don't feel like adults.
Everybody calls it a group.
If you see an established adult by themselves and they don't look like a congoer, it might be a voice actor.
They're an adult. We're adults. They're an adult.
Yeah.
That with a capital A.
Yeah. Capital A adults.
What kind of mental MacGyver?
So yeah, we have so far walked by
Jared, name one.
Keith Silverstein, Sean Chiplock,
don't.
and I can't think of the guy's name who we just passed by.
Make me so
But-
proud.
Yeah, we're at the room. We're gonna chill before
It did take me
the
a
panel.
second. Okay, so we had a bit of a panic attack because on the app they updated it so that the Bebop.
I'm trying to stand next to you.
Oh, sorry.
You should move it
that
around.
the Bebop panel. No, the camera's only for me, Anthony.
He's like, get the fuck out of my shot, Anthony.
The Bebop panel was supposed to be slated for 3.
3, yeah.
And it start
4. Yeah,
4.
theirs is at
sorry.
3 hours.
Yours is at 3. Yes, but on the app it was updated to 1 p.m. Nothing starts until then.
I don't know if you can really see it. It's
Yeah.
not focused, but you can kind of see it. So yeah, I got a notification that it's like, hey, it's starting soon, and luckily we're in the room that is literally just 5 floors up.
Yes, we're here.
So luckily we also had just finished getting dressed, so we got dressed and we just came down here and the room's empty.
Yes. So someone is playing a prank on us, and
Hey.
I do not feel fine.
But we're here and we were ready, and that's all that
Yes.
matters. All right, we're kind of getting ready. Did a sound check. The boys are up there practicing, warming up. That's over there as our plant. Still got about 20 minutes. Cowboy Bebop panel that was supposed to be today did get moved to tomorrow. Should be fine though. So both of mine will be tomorrow then. But good. Then we just got the one and we're done. And then we can kind of just go enjoy the rest of the con.
So, outside of the booth, what kind of jokes do you take outside with you? Or do you like play jokes on each other? With
Jokes?
each other?
No, we're all gentlemen and ladies to each other.
We are gentlemen. I'm a gentleman.
No, not Faye. Not Faye at all.
Gentle ladies.
Do you all take anything from the show? I truly, this is so dorky. Someone will be like, Arnie. And I'm like, I'm Arnie. Like, we're the outlets off it. And it's weird the things that stick with me for some reason off season 3. The freeze. How Cosmos is freezing it.
Nice.
I find myself throughout the day going, freeze.
I think for me, it's actually been the opposite. Where like, well, no, I mean like, I think so. Does anyone play Smash Bros? This guy right here. I love that game. Okay, I've loved it all my life, and when I'm playing it, I naturally go all these awkward noises, right? And I just feel like the casting director knew, and it just makes sense. The frog eating aqua.
So, host panel review, Maiku. How you feeling?
Yeah, so that went super well, in my opinion. We made some sort of
Impression?
No. I was saying we made a couple small mistakes just because I don't personally have a ton of familiarity with being on stage. This is more so like a first for me.
Honestly, you did great.
So we stood on opposite sides of the QA table, and so they were constantly looking back and forth, trying to determine who they should be looking at, and so that was kind of a tenderfoot mistake on my part. But otherwise, though, we had a great time. They seemed like they had a great time. The crowd seemed like they had a good time. Yeah, we had some interesting discussion with the actors and actresses.
Yeah, to be fair, the only reason we actually ended up standing on different sides was because we were going to be on the left side of the stage, but there was some of the actors were a little late, so we ended up being on separate sides of the stage because Michael was warming everyone up while I was talking to one of the actors, and then we brought him on stage and I stood on the left side where we're supposed to be, but Michael was in the front, so I just kind of gravitated towards the front of the desk as well. It's just one of those things where if we were a little more prepared, I think we would have been fine, but other than that, it was all good. Michael killed it. He did great.
Michael carried. Yeah, you carried.
Michael did great. I mean, yeah, honestly, for me it was just all right. Well, let's continue this on. I was really the push guy, moving stuff on, keep stuff going, things like that. So I think that's really it, though. I mean, the convention was. It's just starting. I mean, that was the very first panel of the day, or Q&A or whatever. They've already, the Bebop one got rescheduled for tomorrow, so we're kind of just done until improv.
Yes, makes it a little easier, honestly.
Yeah, so now we're gonna go to the convention center and like actually just check it out. Yeah. Check out the vendors. We got to pick up some our QR codes. I got an email about it. We got an email about it. Yes. So
our QR codes for the convention. Yeah. Got it. Well, I think that's it for now.
We'll probably share some stuff in the con center. I gotta get a Dragon Ball signed.
Oh yes, you have a ball.
I got
to
my
sign.
final Dragon Ball to get signed.
You gotta get your ball signed.
I gotta get my ball signed.
What the fuck? Anyway, all right, we've made it into the exhibit hall.
Yes, I found it.
Checking it out. We found the poncho booth.
Now the long-awaited poncho booth.
Oh.
Taking your eye out.
I'm so glad.
All right, so I almost died. So much is happening. So much is happening. We found the poncho. Michael pointed out the ponchos. I'm going home with a poncho today, folks. We're in the vendor hall, the exhibitor hall. So much happening. I got my Gohan signature. Today is a great day. Improv D&D. Matthew, what do you want to say? What do you have to say?
Say something.
There it is, folks. All right, the adventure has begun. It is a low crowd, probably one of the lower ones that we've had. It 32. Is 32 we're at. It is day one. It is Friday. And I know too, like the exhibit hall is still open. I think the artist alley is still open. There's a lot of things still going on too, so it is a little tricky to balance it too. Also, like we said, we don't have as much as a following here as we do at like Chicago and Rosemont. So things are still getting started, but it does seem like everyone is kind of enjoying the concept and having a good time so far. We're able to get enough people to come up on stage, which was a concern at the beginning. We thought we were gonna have to do ourselves, but just kind of like Anime Magic, we were able to get up there. Also, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good we do or don't do. They already invited us. They already paid for everything. We're already here. Yeah.
Pretty much.
But they really like the... You're good. You're in frame. They like the energy that we've had at Anime Central, and they saw what we can do. So it's like, there's only so much that can happen then today.
I was going to say, also in our defense, in their defense, this is their first time doing
indie weeb. I'm going to give a insider scoop. There is another anime convention that is happening this month in Indianapolis, which they suspect is competing, like, and it's kind of like related to the turnout just in general, and the fact that this is the first in Indiana for WeebCon.
Yeah.
So just as a reference, what's probably going on.
So yeah, it doesn't, usually you can tell if the vibe, it feels like it's the con's fault or like things just aren't organized, but no, things are really well run.
I have spoken to most of the people, most of the guests here, and in terms of organization, everybody seems very happy. It's just that, well, seems like there's some external factors that are making it much harder.
Stuff that's kind of out of their control.
It's out of, frankly, anyone's control. This is what it is.
It is one of those things where I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually really enjoying myself.
Yeah, no, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
It's just for the show, it is just like, because, you know, I mean, we saw Anime Central, and you saw how big we did. We had 500 people. So hopefully tomorrow, it's completely different. It's huge. It's great. I just want to be able to show, like, hey, we did this there, we can do that here too. And the thing is, like, they're supporting us, they're helping us social media and everything. So it's...
I think that this is just an unfortunate case of cutting edge into a new like market or niche like sector of it that's making it just difficult, because the attendance in general is struggling. But it's an understandable reason.
Yeah. So if we're not worrying about attendance now it's just making sure everyone has a good time.
Yeah, has a good time.
And if that happens, great, we did our job. And then people will talk about it, they'll share it for tomorrow. And now we also don't got to worry about like, hey, honestly, I think we just give bad ribbons to everyone that wants it.
Yeah, I think so.
We don't got to worry about running out.
So yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go in. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna enjoy the show. So I was gonna do selfie. Can you take the photo for us too? It's just recording video. Just let it run too.
Okay, got you.
What are we yelling? What was that? What happened with orphans? Orphans are still
Okay. Right. How cute.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Orphans!
The beauty of this hotel situation is we literally just had our convention, we just had our panel, Improv D&D, and now we're already back in the room. And it literally took us like 3 minutes to get here.
Yes.
Yeah, very easy. I'm calling her our friend now. Our friend Jay, who works for WeebCon, was able to come. They had their husband there too, who was taking photos, taking clips and everything during it. And then they left. Jay came in. She was then taking photos. She had her cameras, taking candids of me, of Dan, of the people on stage. It was great. She took the photo at the end. I was gonna do like the selfie group photo like I normally do, and then everyone was just facing the other way, and I was like, oh wait, we have someone here that can take the photo. So that's probably the clip you just saw. I don't know why it was that angle. So that was cool. I appreciate that. That was awesome. But yeah, here I'm gonna pass it to the DM to talk about the adventure. Here you go. Here you go.
Here you go.
Here you go. You gotta talk.
I know. I gotta like.
He's finding it.
He's in the loading screen.
Put it like a little loading wheel here while I just like stare blankly. So we had probably a pretty tough. I mean, overall the show was still good. It was still a lot of fun. It was still, a lot of laughs. People enjoyed it. Literally everyone that went today was like, we're going to come back for tomorrow's show. This was so much different. This was so, whatever. But this was probably our smallest show yet. And that came with a lot of challenges, such as participants.
The ones that came up and did win, I think they did fine. They're great. They're okay.
Yeah.
One point I will make, though, that I think is very important. I didn't see anyone leave.
I saw 3 people leave.
3 people leave, though? But 3 people leave? Only 3?
Only 3.
That's still a good number.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of how many people could leave, that hasn't changed at all. The amount of people that stayed, the amount of people that enjoyed it,
yeah, it's typical.
That's the same. Nothing changed there. I think that most of this is just due to like some extenuating circumstances. Like this is WeebCon's first time in Indianapolis, so not as many people know about it, and just the fact that in general there's other like anime related conventions going on in the summer this year in Indianapolis. So that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles, right? When you're cutting the edge into a new market, that's the sort of thing that's just potentially going to happen.
Oh. Yeah, so I will say, why was this so different? Some of the factors, if I sit back and look at it...
That was 94 retention rate. 94% retention.
Yep, that's about normal.
I'm using that stat.
About normal.
I will step back and actually say, okay... Logistically, why was it so little? Well, the amount of attendance here after, I want to say even 6 o'clock, was so little at this convention that like 2 of us could have brought wagons and we would have been able to get through the convention completely unfazed because there was that little foot traffic. We could have probably have drove in like a golf cart, honestly. Like one of those little service ones. So, I mean...
If the con is already small, we can't expect to get everyone at the con to come to our show. Mm-hmm. The percentage of people we got at our show compared to the amount of people at the con, I think is still respective to
the overall size.
So whatever percentage that is, I think is still...
For reference, if Fan Expo, like Chicago, just as an example, has 35,000 people, and we get a crowd of 350 people, well, there you go. That gives you a frame of reference of like just how many people you can actually expect to show up for any panel, period, in spite of the fact that so many people went to a convention.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well,
that's 1% of that convention.
Yeah, exactly my point.
Yeah.
Like, you're not, there's like, and so basically, I walked through basically the whole center with the sign, trying to see if anybody would be interested in going to the show. So individually for like the Artist Alley and the Vendor Hall, I would say that there was maybe 100 people in each, and there was probably close to, I don't know, I probably passed by 150 different people in the hallways as I was walking around. Kind of tough to say why that is, but like just in general, it just wasn't a lot of people.
I mean, it is a Friday too. A lot of people say Friday is a good day for cons. I always think that Friday is one of the worst. I mean, out of 3, I'd say it's the second worst. Actually, no. Sometimes I think it could be worse than the other 2.
Yeah, because it's a work day.
It's a work day. Some people don't get off. Some people just come Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
So I mean, Saturday of course is the best day or the biggest day. So this could have a completely do a 180 turn, and there could be thousands of people tomorrow, and we could have a room of couple hundred people. So again, and nobody knows. Nobody can even tell us what to expect because they don't even know either.
Yeah. So there's that point. We just didn't have a lot of people show up. I mean, but there's just not a lot of people at the convention, as a whole either, which is not to also say like we did fine because blah blah. I also think we spent a lot more time here today, but also at the same time, the convention opened at 3. So
Yeah, it did open later.
It opened super late, 2:00 for VIPs.
And it's not like the con has been supporting us. They've been posting us on social media.
Oh yeah.
They've been doing everything they can do.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen it. And it's no like the low attendance isn't even like strictly speaking like anybody's fault either, because it's like the overall satisfaction with the con itself is very high among everybody I've talked to at the con, whether they're con goers or guests or like even amongst ourselves. Everybody's had a very good time with it, and everything's really well organized and well ran. But it's just a new venue.
No, and also too, like, we did a celebrity panel today.
Yeah.
And the amount of people in there was roughly the same, maybe even a little less than our panel.
Yeah.
And again, it's like,
about the same amount
and there was a celebrity panel before us that maybe had a little bit more than us. And I always think that's a good frame of reference because, of course, the celebrities are going to get more than us. But if we're pulling similar numbers to them, then I think we're doing fine. And it's not like, I don't think WeebCon is going to hold that against us to be like, you guys did this at ASIN, why aren't you doing this here? No, they'd be like, hey, comparatively, you guys are doing great and you're keeping up with some of these bigger panels, and that's what they need and that's what they want.
Yeah. I think that if they schedule this con a little bit further away, or just in a slightly different position in the year, I think it will work out better for them next year. I think there's a massive amount of opportunity for this convention here to grow and expand.
I also think because all the panelist rooms, all the event rooms are over here in the Marriott, and then the convention hall is in the convention hall, I think that also confuses people because everything's over there. And then they don't understand that they can take the sky bridge over here.
Yeah, there is something about that for sure.
There's a
Some
little
people were
disconnect.
Because they're definitely confused because there's only like, I don't know if you guys went back to check the live performance, but there was only 16 people when we went to originally check, and I don't know if you guys went back to check after that.
I went to check, it was over.
Oh, so yeah, I don't even know. So it just didn't seem like there was a lot of people over here.
Yeah, because like there was a fair amount of people. Like the vendor hall, the exhibit hall, whatever you call it. Like it was not packed. It wasn't full, but like it had a good amount of people in there moving around, doing things when we were in there before. Yeah. So like the people were there, but also I think they closed at 8, which I feel like usually they close at like normal conventions or other conventions. I shouldn't say normal. Other conventions that we've been to usually close it at like 6 or 7. And then we usually like are starting right as after everything's closing. So they were still going. So that's another kind of reason why it might be a little bit difficult for people to come to ours, because they're not, they're doing other things. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can think. It wasn't bad. It was a good show. The show itself was good. It was funny, engaging, entertaining. Everyone loved it. And that's what matters really in the end.
Yeah, all 40-some people or that we had, or 30-some, 40-some, 50 even, they were all like, yeah, we're going to come back to this tomorrow. This is great. And that's the reaction we typically get is like, people love it, they want to come to the next one. People love it, they want to come to the next one.
They actually wanted to continue the story. They wanted to see.
Yeah, a lot of people wanted to continue it. And I was like, what the heck?
What is that even conclude?
What does that even
entail?
What do you want me to do? That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Do not make me tell the story about Captain Jack Santa Claus.
Nah, we'll
and his pirate crew.
We'll make it a bit long.
But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's basically it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else to add that hasn't already been said, honestly. I don't blame the convention. I just blame sort of the timing of things and the fact that I was getting to that. It is a new convention at a new venue. Like, there are going to be some growing pains of...
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just growing pains.
Yeah. I mean, it's also new for us. This is our first time at WeebCon.
Yeah.
We don't have rapport.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
Yet.
also true.
We
This
don't
is
have
our
rapport
first time
yet.
at WeebCon in general, so that's another factor.
This is our second Indianapolis con ever.
Yeah, they took a pretty unexpected chance in having us do all of this and to have us participate in so much.
Yeah.
So we're very grateful for the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. It seems like they've been
It's very
enjoying
gracious
it.
of them. And it seems as though that they have.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, now we're gonna chill. We're gonna have dinner.
Pretty much, right? Yeah, hopefully.
It's what time is it? It's 9 o'clock, but it's 8 o'clock back home because we're an hour ahead now. So we're gonna figure it out.
Well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Maybe we'll vlog, and if not, have a good night. We'll see you on day 2.